But the girl, Ruth, she's just not bothered by us. Stop there. Hey Ruth, how you going, mate? Come on. Stop there. So here we are in downtown Bedgerabong again today. You can hear Tilly. So what have you left me in the sidecar for? It's only because we're going again in a second. Young blokes, you know, from the bush who couldn't wait to go off to the Great War. See Noakes. It's Noakes Road I just came in on. This guy was killed in action. Sheen, 2 Sheens, 2 Stanleys, 2 Rogersons, 2 Dolmans. Off they went. Somebody would have stayed home and looked after the farm. That's the Great War only. First World War. Anyway, we'll wander on. We're going, well, I'll tell you in a sec. Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. You know, we're getting there. Oh, we are. It's true. Oh, you sausage. You're a dog. Dog made out of sausages. Oh. So we've been on the bike for about half an hour or something. It's, Tilly, hör doch auf. Es reicht aber jetzt, ne? Jetzt manchmal übertreibst du einfach. Stop. She won't stop. I don't know why I bother. Maybe I like to hear the sound of my voice. Competing with hers seems unlikely. Right. So as said, we're in Bedgerabong, and we're actually taking a creative shortcut to Condobolin today. So we're going to go in on the Lachlan Valley Way. I've never been on that road before, so it'll be interesting to see. No, that's not it. We've got to turn left onto Hodges Road or something. Young fella. Yeah, so we thought we'd, take a very shortcut. And then go home the normal way. Just got to pick up a couple of things from the supermarket, and that sounds like a reasonable excuse for a ride. It's a bit of a winter's ride, actually. It's only about probably 12, 13 degrees at the moment, which is fairly cold for out here and Australia in general. There's always a little bit more to this village than I think there's going to be. Oh, I've been chased by a kelpie. Is this the right way? Because the way we want to go has got actually no street sign. No road sign. Nej, jag vet inte vad jag har ausfinden, ja. Ja, lassen wir uns überraschen, as the Germans would say. I put some air in the front tyre this morning, about 36, and it feels like it's a little bit too much. It stopped shaking its head, but not completely at those, you know, the usual low speeds. Interesting bit of road, really. Whether it's the right bit of road or not, we don't know. That's life in the big city, as I said sometime recently. Not that I'm given to repeating myself idiotically. This is a rough old bit of road too. Oh, it's another one of those old Bailey bridges. Alright, you don't have to shake your head now. She's right. Oh, fucking hell. I picked the wrong groove there. But if I don't, it's gonna hit the sidecar's gonna hit that wall there. Now what have we got here? We'll go around the other side. Yeah, if I'd gone onto the left, I think the sidecar would have cleaned up the bloody thing. That's I've spoken about the Bailey bridges before. They're World War II era. You can't really get in there, can you? Apparently, I actually just saw this morning when I was looking at the map app, you know, just to see where I was actually going. Apparently it's called a bird in hand, of course. It's worth two in the bush, I suppose. I don't really know what to say about that. It's not obscene. Let's not fog up the traffic. So this is the way anyway, isn't it? Obviously. Still doesn't tell us the name of the road. it's a main road. So we're heading in the right direction. So yes, he rambles on pointlessly. It's winter time, and last night was actually the first kind of cold night we had. It was 1.1 or something when I woke up about 6 o'clock and decided I might just go back to sleep. And oh, you know, my time's my own. But it's been a wet, warm start to the winter, which is in some ways very good for me because all my water tanks are full again. Which can only be a good thing. And you know, the nights haven't been too cold. Because my bathroom is freezing in the winter. It's just freezing. I've put a little heater on there, in there on the wall. Okay, 60 k's to Condobolin. Because you got to go in there and turn it on. I should get something in the remote that I can do, or a timer, you know, I can just switch on because it's freezing in there. It's still freezing even with a little heater, but it's better than nothing. Anyway, it's a lovely cool day, which, you know, I'm used to from having 25 years in Gyra, where it got a fair bit colder than here and used to snow. You'll see one or two rides on my old Triumph in the snow up there in the earlier videos. Nice through here. So I watched a couple of videos over the last, you know, day or two or whatever, from a girl who lives in Western Australia. I think she calls herself the Misty. She's had a couple of names, I think. Anyway, she's got an old 70s TX 500 Yamaha. You know, those old, the old 8 valve 500 twin, which is in really nice condition actually. And she rides around and mumbles on much more interestingly than I do, and sort of talks philosophically, which I enjoy, and the bike's interesting. And I remember those from when I was a young bloke. Let's have a look at some Brumbies. Sculptures. you go, mate. Ja, ja, da kannst du aber erstmal ein bisschen ruhig bleiben, ja? Right bag of a dog. So, I've got no idea what this is all about, but we'll have a quick look, shall we? Give Tilly an opportunity to jump out of the sidecar and have a little look around. That'll be alright, won't it? Oh yeah. Hört sich aber gut an, was? Come on, chick. So have a look at these sculptures, shall we? It's sort of that, the broken ground stuff makes it look like there's a river just there, but I don't think there is. Come on here, Lung. Давай, давай, давай. So wonder she doesn't try and bail up the horses. She's that kind of dog. Bella, my old red catalogue that I had years ago, she used to try and bail up this statue of a horse in Armidale. It was like a saddler's shop or something. Brumby's Run. The essence of the sculpture taps into the core of what it is to be Australian. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Certainly maybe what it is to be Australian for some people. Look at it. For some people these days, most people live on the coast, in the cities. They got no idea about what life in the bush is like, and that's their business, you know. It's not for me to judge on that, although I'm sounding quite judgmental. You tell them. You tell them. Yeah, you tell them. So tell them what? Yeah, you tell them. What a rat bag. Hey, what a rat bag you are. Naja, das muss man aber sagen, ja. Cute. Did you tell him horses? Did you tell him? You tell him his boss? Little church over there. There's another sculpture over there as well of a cow, I think it is. And the roadworks, just to add to the serenity. Hey, how's the serenity, Tilly? Yeah, you tell that moo cow. Well, he's a bit more than a moo cow, isn't he? I don't know what's going on there. A girl playing the violin, presumably, not a viola. Standing on the back of a cow. A cheeky bull fella, you know. Cute little church over there. There's a camper van in the back of that church. Wonder what that means. Well, of course the church might be still operating, or it might well be that the church has been sold like so many have these days, and you know, they're privately in there and living in the van while they renovate the church or something like that. Who knows? It's none of my business. You better see what the sign says, eh? Sonata. The bull was worshipped as a divine being in most early civilizations associated with the tremendous power of nature. A child stands upon the monument back of this bull, playing her delicate music in a fragile balancing act with a force of nature beyond human control. This The sculpture explores our relationship with nature and the fragile and careful balance, etc., etc. Susie Bleach and Andrew Townsend. 2020. That's pretty new. Interesting.